All right, let's dive into one of the simplest yet most powerful upgrades you can make to your RV. We're talking about a tiny change that can seriously unlock bigger, better, and longer adventures on the road. Okay, let's be honest for a second. Who here knows that feeling, that sinking in your stomach as you watch the freshwater gauge drop lower and lower, forcing you to pack it in and head back to civilization? Yeah, I think we've all been there. It's a classic RVer story, right? Your typical freshwater tank holds about 40 gallons. And that sounds like a lot. But then you're out there, you're off grid, you take a couple of nice showers after a long day of hiking, and poof, it just vanishes. And that right there brings us to the RVer's biggest challenge, the water problem. It's that constant math game you're playing in your head, the one that dictates just how far you can go and how long you can really be free. Every single drop counts. Now, here's where the problem really snaps into focus. A traditional, old-school RV showerhead is a water guzzler. It can burn through up to 3.5 gallons of water every single minute. Compare that to a modern water-saving head, which slashes it all the way down to just 1.5 gallons per minute. That is less than half the water for the same amount of shower time. So, the question is, how do you fix this without taking those sad, unsatisfying 2-minute showers? Well, that's where the hero of our story makes its entrance. Let's talk about a smarter shower solution. So what exactly is a water-saving RV shower head? It's not just a nozzle that trickles out less water. No, this is a piece of hardware specifically engineered to pull off a magic trick to dramatically cut your water consumption while still giving you a really comfortable and effective shower. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, and it's the biggest myth out there. The source material we're looking at puts it perfectly, saying, one of the most common misconceptions is that they deliver low water pressure. As soon as people hear low flow, their brain immediately jumps to low pressure. And let's be real, who wants that? So the myth is pretty simple. Saving water means you're stuck with a weak, unsatisfying little trickle. But the reality is so much better. Smart technology inside these things actually maintains strong, consistent pressure. You get a fantastic shower, all while using way, way less water. But wait, how is that even possible? How can you use less water but keep the pressure high? It sounds like it defies the laws of physics, right? Well, it doesn't. Let's dig into how they actually work. It's all about some simple but really clever science. It really just boils down to 3 key things working together beautifully. First, you've got aerators. These little things mix air into the water stream, which makes the spray feel much fuller and more powerful without actually using more water. It's a perception trick. Second, pressure regulators make sure that flow is always strong and consistent. And third, flow restrictors do just what they say. They limit the total volume of water that's allowed to pass through. And when you put all that clever engineering together, what's the result? You get a shower that feels just as powerful, if not more so, than your old one, all while using up to 50% less of your precious water. It's the absolute definition of having your cake and eating it too. So we know it saves a ton of water and still feels great. That's a win-win. But the real payoff, oh, it goes way beyond that. Let's look at the full list of benefits you get from this one simple upgrade. Think of it like a domino effect. First, you extend the life of your freshwater tank. But since you're using less water, you're also using less hot water, which saves you propane or electricity. And because less water is going down the drain, your gray tank fills up way slower, meaning fewer trips to the dump station. It's this whole chain reaction that makes your travels so much more sustainable. Let's put a hard number on this, because this is where it gets mind-blowing. On a single 30-day trip, this one upgrade can save you, get this, up to 450 gallons of water. 450. That is just a staggering amount for changing a little shower head. And what does saving 450 gallons really mean for an RVer? It's not just a number on a page. It means more freedom. It means more time boondocking in the middle of nowhere, more time off grid, and way fewer annoying interruptions to your adventure just to go find a fill-up station. Okay, so I'm guessing you're probably convinced. But is this some complicated, expensive project that's going to eat up your whole afternoon? Absolutely not. Let's talk about making the switch, because this is a simple upgrade you can do yourself in just a few minutes. It is so simple. It's a 4-step process. First, turn off your water pump. Second, use a wrench to take off the old head. Third, clean up the pipe threads and wrap them with some new Teflon tape for a good seal. And finally, just hand tighten the new head, give it one last little snout turn with the wrench, turn the water back on, and check for leaks. That's it. Seriously, you're done.
And the tools you'll need? You don't need a whole workshop. It's just your new shower head, an adjustable wrench, and a roll of Teflon tape. I'm willing to bet you have everything but the new head in your RV toolkit right now.
So it all comes down to this. For a tiny investment of time and money, you can fundamentally change how you travel. You can stay out longer, be more self-sufficient, and just plain explore smarter. The only question left is, are you ready for longer, smarter adventures?